The SML is the top connected franchise league that Madden has to offer. As the Madden 25 cycle has come to a close, all 32 members have cast a ballot and ranked the top 10 players of the Madden 25 cycle. So without further ado, let's check out the list.
Grimm is one of the most cerebral players in the league, period. He built a powerhouse team through developing his players, smart trades, and free agency. And when you looked at his team, you saw it. Stars all over the field and one of the highest rated teams. And yeah, people gave him slack for having a top squad, but that just shows how elite he is at team building. When he first joined the league, I want to say it was a playoff game. I'm driving down the field to try to win the game and seal it, and he baited me with his safety user pick to end the game, and that's when I knew he's got the stick skills and the football IQ to really do some big things in the league. He's dangerous in the air and on the ground, but once he gets control of that game, that ground game gets going and he controls it to the end. On top of that, he's a great vibe in the chat, super active, connects with everyone, and keeps the league fun. So no question here why Grimm was one of the SML top 10 this cycle.
Coming in at number 10 is Grimm with 85 wins this cycle and a Super Bowl appearance, all in a shortened or condensed cycle because he joined halfway through. What a cycle it was for Grimm, who appears to have a bright future in the SML.
To talk about Matt, I'd like to start by quoting the philosopher Floyd Mayweather Jr. A true champion can adapt to anything. Most people in the league could have success running from shotgun, passing from bunch and trips, and running with their quarterback. But what if I told you that Matt not only adapted to a play style that avoided all of these crutches, but reached the highest mountain without them? He was better than 31 other users during Season 1, and won almost inarguably the most impressive Simbardi in league history. Matt is a great defensive user who will give even the strongest offense fits. He protects the ball well on offense and is a determined runner. His game management savvy shines during close games, and you can really see his knowledge listening to his game commentary. At the end of the day, Matt was one of 5 Simbardi winners this cycle, and did it while playing a style with constraints that most would struggle to have any success with.
At number 9 is Matt, a controversial number 9, the lowest a Super Bowl champion has ever been on an SML top 10. Matt finished the cycle with 65 wins and 88 losses, 1 playoff appearance, and a Super Bowl win. Matt is the 9th best player of the Madden 25 cycle.
In just a few seasons, young Hurts went from under the radar to certified regular season juggernaut. He strung together dominant runs, earned top seeds, and proved he belongs in the league's elite. His battles with the other Hurts in his division were some of the most entertaining games of the cycle, and while he didn't quite reach the ultimate goal, he clearly set himself up as a perennial Super Bowl threat for years to come. At least as long as he could stop trading players to Prime.
Coming in at number 8 is Hurts Money. 103 wins this cycle, only 50 losses, multiple playoff appearances, some playoff wins, and for Madden 26, it seems like a Super Bowl win is a very real expectation. Congrats, Hurts Money.
What's up, fellas? DW here. I have the honor and privilege of talking about one of my closest friends and allies here in the league, Mad Bomber. First off, Bomber finished the Madden 25 cycle with 97 wins, 7th best in the SML. He also made the playoffs 8 out of 9 seasons. Although he didn't have a Super Bowl appearance this cycle, he was always a tough knockout in the playoffs. One of Bomber's best Madden traits is identifying what his opponent does and shutting it down immediately. He's one of the SML's best team builders and is always a top threat in the league. Also, from being one of the top players in the league, Bomber is also one of the SML's top content creators, producing and appearing on shows like SML Countdown, SML Trivia, SML Down to the Wire, and you can always count on Bomber to do commentary on a handful of playoff games every season. Bomber, in my mind, is a no-doubt top 10 player and member of the SML.
Coming in at number 7 is the Mad Bomber. With 97 regular season wins, 8 playoff wins, the Mad Bomber proved that not only is he still legitimate, but he is still a major threat in the SML. He's the 7th best player of the cycle.
King Pick 6, KP. Elite defender, elite sportsmanship, one of the toughest competitors in the SML. definitely deserving of a spot in the top 10 cycle players this Madden.
At number 6, we have the smartest man in the room, KP. 100 wins this cycle, 10 playoff wins, a Super Bowl appearance, and overall a strong cycle with the Packers team. KP proved that he is not just a fluke from Madden 24, cracking the SML top 10 again this cycle.
It is my pleasure to introduce Soda into this cycle's top 10 players. Soda has earned his spot as not only one of the top offensive minds in the league, he has made a strong case as being the best passer in the league. When he benched the 99 overall Caleb Williams and replaced him with some random quarterback that no one wanted, everyone thought he was crazy. But in doing so, he was able to unleash his talent and create the legend of Tommy Tune. Taking him from a poorly rated quarterback to leading the league in passing yards twice, while also leading the Bears all the way to the Super Bowl, Soda proved to everyone he is a threat no matter who he is using, and will be a threat for years to come.
Coming in at number 5 is Soda. 2 Super Bowl appearances, 10 playoff wins, a consistent regular season warrior as well. Soda proved whether it's Tommy Tune or Caleb Williams, he can win big games. Soda, the 5th best player of Madden 25.
My man Woods, what can I say? About one of the most steady presences in all of the SML. Unless he's kicking a field goal in the Super Bowl, then he's not so steady. The SML Enforcer put together another great cycle this year with a Super Bowl appearance and a Super Bowl victory, adding on to his already great legacy. Woods not only brings it as one of the best players in the SML, but he's one of the best watches in the SML with his animated commentary style. Also, from what I read in chat, he can lift things with a certain appendage. That's why Woods is in your SML top 10 players of the cycle. He rules with an iron fist and a girthy hammer.
Coming in at number 4 is Woods. 77 regular season wins, 75 regular season losses, but a Super Bowl win for the old Stallion Woods, proving with a 5-2 playoff record, when the lights got bright, Woods got better. Woods is the 4th best player of the cycle.
Dan, the Madden Messiah, the master of preparation. Chances are when you boot up against Dan, he knows more about your tendencies than you do. On offense, he'll slice and dice you. He'll take what you give him. If he has to run to beat you, he'll run. If he has to pass to beat you, he'll pass. He doesn't care. Those short and intermediate routes will just keep you off balance all game. But on defense, that's the moneymaker. Dan knows all of the assignments of his defense. That allows his user to play free and know exactly where he should be. And he always has that stud defensive lineman, whether it's a defensive tackle or an edge rusher, that will cause havoc in the backfield. When you play Dan, you got to tighten that chin strap just a little bit harder, because you're in for a full 4-quarter battle.
Coming in at number 3 is Dan He. 110 regular season wins. Dan made the Super Bowl 3 times, won it once, and won 13 playoff games. Dan proved that he could be consistent cycle over cycle again and again, and he did it for Madden 25. The 3rd best player of the cycle, Dan He.
Stavo absolutely exploded onto the scene in Madden 25, immediately rocketing himself into the SML's elite. This guy is a nightmare for defenses, boasting a perfectly balanced passing and rushing attack that makes him virtually unstoppable once he's got the ball. Stavo's not just an offensive powerhouse, his elite user skills on defense are second to none. He's an absolute beast at bursting through the line to shut down the run, leaving opponents scratching their heads. He's already got 2 Simbardis under his belt, and honestly, he should have a 3rd from this past year if it weren't for that infamous 4th and 16 play. His elite level gameplay combined with his meticulous roster building means Stavo is going to be a force to be reckoned with for years to come. More Simbardis are undoubtedly in Stavo's future.
Our 2nd best player of the cycle is Stavo. 108 regular season wins, 2 Super Bowl wins, 3 total Super Bowl appearances. Stavo was dynamic throughout the cycle from start to finish. Congrats to Stavo. You are the 2nd best player in the SML.
A great man once said, "It isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out. It's the pebbles in your shoes." And this guy that I'm about to talk about has had many pebbles along the way. He has had the baby goat, He has had Dan. He has had KP. He has had Stavo. He has had Grim. No pebble in his shoe can keep him down. He's the greatest Madden player that anybody on this universe has seen. He is in the Mount Rushmore of greatness with Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, and that's the top player of the cycle, this cycle for SML, prime time 000. Congrats, buddy. Well deserved, and there's no one else better, man. You deserve it.
Prime time 000. What more can you say? Voted number 1 of the cycle. 3 Super Bowl wins in 3 appearances. Most of the cycle. Most regular season wins of the cycle with 128. Anytime he's on the field, he's unparalleled, unrivaled, legendary,
he's got no pressure, but he's got nobody open.
and the best ever. The GOAT. Prime time 000.